It's your girl, thatwitchdani. So I posted kind of in the middle of the night. Well, I made the video in the middle of the night. Posted it earlier about some healing work and shadow and inner child stuff that's coming up for me, which is all just kind of part of this ascension process we're going through right now, right? And I felt guided by Spirit and received a message from Spirit that basically, like, it's not just me, right? Everybody's kind of going through the same thing right now, processing through inner child wounds, shadow, wounds, like things are being brought back up that we thought were healed, but as it turns out in the end, maybe weren't. So, they're coming back around again because we need to deal with them, right? We gotta get better, we gotta heal, we gotta become higher, better versions of ourselves, right? That's what we all want to do, I think, I hope. So we'll do a little reading. We'll get some messages and guidance from Spirit here. And I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about the healing process. So when you find yourself reacting to something rather than responding to something, that's usually a good clue that you may be reacting from a shadow, right? So what does that mean? Something that happened in your past that created this sort of triggering shadow in you. So if you have been, left by everyone you've ever loved, or, people have always cheated on you, or if you were someone who was bullied and felt left out a lot growing up and as a kid, and you didn't really have a friend group or support, maybe you were left or abandoned by a parent or something like that, right? All of these things create a shadow within us. So then when we are in relationships with someone else or with other people, we don't realize it. No one does it on purpose. No one's perfect. We're not perfect, of course, but you sometimes are reacting from those deeply rooted, wounded parts of you instead of responding to what is going on right now with this person or what this person just said, right? So it's not a healthy way to live. We don't want to live from shadows. We want to live genuinely healed, and the people we're in relationships deserve to be handled for who and what they are right here and now, and not be forced to sort of pay the price for everything that's happened to us before them, right? Which came before them. So I've done a lot of healing work for a long time now. I do the work. I put a lot of effort into it, and I care very much about it, and to live with integrity and as a healed person, and not go into relationships wounded and things like that, and cause trauma, for someone else or something. I'm very cautious of it and conscious of it. But I'm noticing that, all the healing's not done. There are still some open wounds there for me. So I'm going to heal and process through them with you. And that way you can kind of see what the process is like, right? So I'm aware that I have a shadow, and and also an inner child sort of thing here about abandonment, or not being good enough, and people not valuing me enough to want to stick around in life with me. I've had a lot of loss, and I was bullied a lot as a child. I know I've said this many times, and did feel like an outsider, and did feel very alone a lot, and like I wasn't good enough, like I didn't fit in, and it has definitely left a mark, right, on me, and the way that I can sometimes be in relationships or in dealings with other people. So now that I'm aware of it, it's no longer a shadow. I can bring it to the light, right? I'm integrating it into who I am, right? Into my day-to-day Dani personality and self. But that doesn't mean I've healed it. Integrating the shadow is a huge part. You need to bring it to awareness. That's step one, and it needs to happen. But the healing can take a lifetime. Healing lasts a lifetime. And you may have really healed something well, and you may be doing a really good job of living authentically from this moment, right? And in a higher level of awareness. And have something happen again in life that may just re-trigger you or may create a new wound, right? Now that needs to be healed. That must be healed, right? So healing it, something like an abandonment issue, something like what I'm going through or healing through, the best way to heal that is to truly work on yourself and getting to a place where you inherently know that on your own, you are a stable foundation on your own 2 feet. You don't need someone else's idea or opinion of what your worth or value is does not define your worth or value. You don't need someone else to tell you that. You can't. You have to know, you have to find for yourself self-love, self-worth, and value yourself enough that someone else's opinion doesn't matter and can't crack you. But also, if someone takes away their, let's say, chair leg, right? Support, you are still a chair with 4 sturdy, stable legs and a stable foundation. So it doesn't shatter your earth and your world or your worth when that happens, because it's gonna happen, you know? People leave you for all kinds of reasons. Sometimes it's a matter of their own shadows. They have their own shadows that they have to deal with. And their own shadow may be keeping them from being able to find the right person for them. Sometimes spirit removes people from your life because they're holding you back, because they're not the right path for you. It's not that they left you, they were removed for you. It happened for you, okay? Just wanted to share some of those little lessons and tidbits of angelic healing, spirit, universe wisdom that I've received over the last year and a half or so, and remind myself that I know what to do. I know how to heal. I know how to come back stronger. I'm not going to say better than anybody, that wouldn't be fair, but I know I can do it, and I know I'm good at it. I've done it time and time again, and I will do it time and time again. I'm the Phoenix. I rise. So I can't wait to see you all rise too. Let's heal together. Feel free to comment. Feel free to stay very connected in this throughout your process, as I will with mine. Reach out with any questions. Let me know what's working for you. So self-love. Let's start with self-love, okay? The perspective and awareness of knowing that I'm grateful when something is removed from my life, or someone is removed from my life that was not for my highest good or meant for me, because if they were, they wouldn't have been removed. If it's meant for you, it can never miss you. It would have stayed with you. So I'm grateful that spirit removes things, people, situations, jobs, whatever, relationships that are not in my highest good. I'm grateful for that. Start there. Practice your forgiveness lesson. I forgive anyone and everyone that has ever hurt me or harmed me in this lifetime or any other, including myself. Write it. Write out who you're forgiving. Feel your way through it. Write out everything you wish you could say to them in person and let it go. Write it until you meet it. I did it 2 to 3 times a day for about 5 to 6 months. That's how long it took me to fully forgive some things, some people from my past. Okay? And then it's all about self-love and self-worth. Every day, write down something you love about yourself. Write down something you accomplished that day. I don't care how little it is. Celebrate it. Celebrate where you've already come from in your spiritual journey, right? I've come a long way. I'm proud of me. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay on my own, no matter what. I'm a stable foundation all by myself. And you are too. Celebrate every win. Celebrate where you've come from. Celebrate what makes you you. Your true, authentic self, right? I'm proud that I have the balls to come out here and be my authentic self. I never did before. I didn't for many, many years. Most of you probably had no idea I was even born psychic and knew me for however long. I finally had the balls to come out here and do this and be me. And I'll never turn back. I'm proud of that. Tell me something that you're proud of. Let's celebrate you and your achievements, okay? I mean it. Let's do this, babes. Let's heal. Every day you work on your self-love, every day you work on forgiveness, and every day you work on gratitude. And give thanks for everything that you have and whatever spirit has removed that wasn't for your highest good. Okay? All right, I'm going to post up the reading next. Love and light, my babes. See you in the reading in a few minutes.